7 in the morning. Your alarm goes off, you reach for your phone and stumble toward the coffee pot. This routine feels automatic, normal, safe. But inside your body, something else is happening. A biological window is opening, one that lasts only 45 minutes. This window responds to signals, chemical messages that tell your body one simple thing: burn fat or store it. Right now, your belly fat is listening, not to your thoughts, not to your promises about eating better. It's listening to cortisol, a stress hormone that decides whether your fat cells open or lock shut for the entire day. The research is clear. Studies show that visceral fat, the dangerous fat around your organs, has up to 4 times more receptors for this hormone than regular fat tissue. Your belly fat is the most sensitive target in your body. What you do in the next 45 minutes programs these receptors. You'll either send signals that say, the world is safe, release stored energy, or signals that scream, danger ahead, lock everything down. Most people get this wrong. They make 3 mistakes before 8 a.m. that guarantee their body will refuse to burn belly fat no matter what they eat or how hard they exercise. Today, I'm going to show you the exact 5-step morning sequence that changes this. Not with extreme diets, not with punishing workouts, with biology, the language your body understands. But before I share this protocol with you, let me ask, are you new to our channel? Welcome. This is where we break down health science that actually works, backed by real research from places like Stanford, Harvard, and published medical studies. If this resonates with you, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss future content. And drop a comment below telling me where you're watching from. I love hearing from our community around the world. I've spent years studying metabolism research from institutions like Oregon Health and Science University, Stanford Medicine, and peer-reviewed journals. What I discovered changed everything. Research in the American Journal of Physiology shows that cortisol production directly correlates with visceral fat accumulation. Women with higher cortisol responses to stress show significantly more belly fat in studies published in Psychoneuroendocrinology. This isn't theory, this is documented physiology. Your body operates on a 24-hour rhythm controlled by a cluster of brain cells called the suprachiasmatic nucleus. This biological clock governs every metabolic process: when you eat, when you sleep, when you burn fat or store it. Research published in Sleep Journal and the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism confirms this clock synchronizes through specific signals: light, movement, hydration, caffeine timing. When these signals align, your body flows. Cortisol rises sharply in the morning, then drops. Energy stabilizes. Fat becomes accessible. When these signals conflict, your body panics. Cortisol stays elevated. Metabolism stutters. Belly fat locks down. You control these signals. Every morning, you choose which message your body receives. Step 1 happens before your feet touch the floor. When you wake up, you're severely dehydrated. During 8 hours of sleep, you lose approximately 1 liter of water through breathing. Your blood thickens. Your heart works harder, pumping viscous fluid through your vessels. This strain triggers cortisol release. Your adrenal glands sense something is wrong and release stress hormones. But there's more. Your adrenal glands run on minerals, specifically sodium and potassium. When electrolyte levels drop overnight, your body releases more cortisol as an emergency signal. Then most people compound this. They reach for coffee immediately. Coffee is a diuretic, depleting water and minerals further. You're stacking stress on stress. Research published in Obesity Research shows the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis responds directly to electrolyte status. The solution? Salt water. Drink 1 large glass of room temperature water upon waking. Add 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt or pink Himalayan salt. Why salt? When your body detects sodium, it signals your adrenal glands resources are available. Your aldosterone decreases. Adrenaline decreases, cortisol decreases. Add a squeeze of fresh lemon for potassium, which supports liver function and amplifies the calming signal. This simple drink drops cortisol within minutes. You're giving your body permission to relax. Signal 1, hydration plus minerals equals safety. Step 2 resets your master clock. Your circadian rhythm is controlled by the suprachiasmatic nucleus. This cluster of neurons decides when you feel alert, when you feel sleepy, when your metabolism runs hot or cold. When this clock breaks, everything breaks. Cortisol stays elevated. You feel wired but exhausted. You crave sugar. Belly fat accumulates. The only reset signal is light, morning sunlight. Research in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that 10,000 lux of bright light in the morning decreased cortisol levels by over 50% compared to dim light. Most people do this wrong. They wake up, turn on LED lights, or check their phone immediately. This artificial blue light provides only 500 lux, too weak to trigger proper hormones, but strong enough to cause confusion. Your brain receives mixed signals. It thinks it's dusk, not dawn. Your cortisol pattern becomes dysfunctional. The fix? Get outside within 30 minutes of waking. Expose your eyes to natural sunlight for 5 to 10 minutes. Even on cloudy days, outdoor light provides over 10,000 lux. Remove sunglasses. Light needs to hit your retina directly. Don't stare at the sun, just face the general direction with eyes open. This triggers 3 simultaneous responses: sharp cortisol spike followed by steep decline. Your circadian clock resets. Your brain releases serotonin, the precursor to tonight's melatonin. Signal 2, light equals orientation. Orientation equals safety. Step 3 is where people resist most. But this single change can do more for your belly fat than months of dieting. Wait 90 minutes after waking before consuming caffeine. During sleep, your brain accumulates a molecule called adenosine. Adenosine creates sleep pressure. It makes you feel tired. While you sleep, your brain's glymphatic system flushes adenosine out. But when you wake up, residual adenosine is still circulating. Your body is transitioning from sleep mode to wake mode. Research in the Journal of Sleep Research confirms caffeine blocks adenosine receptors. When you drink coffee immediately, caffeine molecules bind to these receptors. You feel artificially alert, but adenosine doesn't disappear, it accumulates. Around 2 p.m., when caffeine wears off, blocked adenosine floods your system. Your energy crashes catastrophically. What does your body do when energy crashes? It releases cortisol. This creates an afternoon cortisol spike. And what do you do when you crash? You reach for sugar. Blood glucose spikes, insulin spikes, energy gets locked into belly fat, all because of coffee at 7 a.m. By waiting 90 minutes, you allow adenosine to clear naturally. Your body completes its wake-up process. When you finally drink coffee at 8:30 or 9 a.m., it enhances you instead of crashing you. No afternoon crash, no cortisol spike, no sugar cravings, no belly fat storage. Signal 3, patience equals stability. Step 4 involves gentle forward motion. Everyone's been told to do intense morning exercise, high-intensity intervals, burpees, sprints. This advice is wrong if you're already carrying visceral fat and feeling stressed. High-intensity exercise creates a hypoxia signal, temporary oxygen shortage. Your body interprets this as danger. It releases more cortisol, not less. You're signaling emergency. The better approach? A slow, forward walk. But the mechanism isn't about calories burned. It's about optic flow. When you walk forward, images continuously pass by your eyes. Trees, buildings, cars, clouds. This visual information travels to your amygdala, the fear detection center. Research from Stanford Medicine shows that optic flow quiets the amygdala. It lowers anxiety. It lowers cortisol. Evolutionarily, walking forward meant agency, control, safety. When early humans could move forward through their environment, they had power. Your brain still responds to this ancient signal. Forward motion equals safety. A 10 to 15-minute walk outside combines the light signal with the movement signal. It's a double message of safety sent to your circadian and stress systems. Your body receives clear information. We are active, we are in control, we are safe. This is the state where your body agrees to access visceral fat, not through force, but through conviction that burning stored energy is safe. Signal 4, forward motion equals permission. Step 5 is what you must not do. Do not check your phone for the first 30 minutes. Not one notification, not one email, not one scroll. When you open your phone immediately upon waking, you flood a vulnerable brain with dopamine and cortisol simultaneously. You're reacting to other people's emergencies. You're seeing bad news, social comparison, artificial deadlines. Your sympathetic nervous system activates instantly. Before you've stood up, you're telling your body, the world is on fire, lock down, store fat. By delaying your phone, you protect your biochemistry. You allow your parasympathetic nervous system to establish calm. This isn't about being zen. This is about metabolic survival. A brain that starts reactive stays reactive. Cortisol stays elevated. Belly fat stays locked. A brain that starts proactive stays proactive. Cortisol drops, belly fat becomes accessible. Research on stress responses and digital device use shows correlations between morning phone checking and elevated cortisol throughout the day. Signal 5, protected attention equals metabolic freedom. Here's your exact timeline. 6 a.m., wake up. Don't touch your phone. 6:01 a.m., drink your mineral water, room temperature water, 1/4 teaspoon sea salt, lemon squeeze. 6:05 a.m., go outside. Get 5 to 10 minutes of sunlight on your eyes. 6:15 a.m., walk for 10 to 15 minutes. Walk forward. Let images flow past your eyes. 6:30 a.m., return inside. Still no phone. Read, journal, breathe quietly. 8 a.m., 90 minutes have passed. Now have your coffee. 5 signals sent in sequence, each building on the last. Your body receives a coherent message. The world is safe. Resources are available. We can access stored energy. When you follow this protocol consistently, your morning cortisol rises sharply, then drops properly. This creates real energy without anxiety. Your body stops demanding emergency energy and starts accessing stored energy. The enzyme that locks fat into storage stays quiet in your belly fat cells. You don't get the afternoon crash because you didn't create the afternoon spike. By lunch, you're not ravenous. By 3 p.m., you're not seeking sugar. By dinner, you've naturally consumed 30 to 40% fewer calories. This isn't willpower. This isn't discipline. This is biology operating properly. Research on metabolic syndrome and cortisol regulation supports this approach. When stress hormones function correctly, fat storage decreases and insulin sensitivity improves. This doesn't replace medical treatment. If you have diabetes, thyroid disorders, or metabolic conditions, work with your healthcare provider. This supports healthy metabolic function, not curing disease. But for healthy adults struggling with stubborn belly fat despite diet and exercise, this addresses the root cause, chronic cortisol dysregulation from conflicting morning signals. You're not fighting your body, you're working with it. Your body isn't broken, it's not stubborn, it's not punishing you. Your body has been receiving the wrong instructions at the wrong time, conflicting signals that trigger storage mode when you want burning mode. Starting tomorrow, you can change that. You can send clear messages. I'm hydrated, I'm oriented, I'm calm, I'm moving forward, I'm focused. These 5 signals reprogram your metabolic response. If this helped you understand your body differently, I need 3 things. 1, subscribe to this channel. We break down real health science backed by actual research. 2. Like this video. It helps this information reach more people. 3. Comment ready if you're trying this protocol tomorrow morning. And if you know someone struggling with belly fat who deserves to understand how their body actually works, share this video. I'll see you in the next video.